Hey guys, welcome back to Additional Ink. We are here today with a gameplay video. We're trying a little bit different of a format.
Yeah, should be pretty fun. Yeah, basically the players are going to be a little more vocal while they're playing, and we're just going to let them kind of be one-on-one without a third person in the room.
Yeah,
we're trying that out. It's a new format, but we like it so far.
Yeah, and we get you a short little intro from us. As always, I'm Jeff, and this is Matt.
Hi, I'm Matt. Yeah.
Welcome back to Additional Ink, as we said already. Let's restart.
Okay. Yeah. Woogity woogity woogity. We're gonna do.
Hey guys, welcome back to Additional Ink. I am Jeff, as always, and with me today I have Matt.
As always.
Yeah. So today we've got a gameplay video. Actually, we're not playing.
Yeah, neither of us are playing this one.
Ron and Mark are playing. Ron has a Chernadog lemon lime list, or Amber Emerald.
Yep, Amber Emerald, if we're being.
It's a mouthful.
It is.
And then Mark is playing his signature green steel, as Mark likes to do.
Yeah, so like Mark's on a color pair that he knows very well, and honestly, Ron knows Amber Emerald pretty well too. He's been experimenting with it for a while. Just hasn't really been able, it's been hard to take off with those colors unless you're doing discard. But it's a nice aggressive deck. He and I have kind of been talking a little bit about different variations of the Chernadog archetype. So I'm really interested to see how this one shakes out. I think it should be a really fun, interesting match for sure.
Yeah, and you guys, let us know what you think about this new format, where we kind of do the intro and then we have gameplay a little separately. The players are going to explain a lot more what they're doing. That way, if you're trying to learn the deck or to get some insight, you can kind of gain that from the players as they play.
Yeah.
All right, you ready to get to it?
Yeah, let's let them get to the
All right,
footage.
let's roll that beautiful bean footage.
Hey guys, welcome back to Additional Ink. I'm Ron.
I'm Mark.
And we are going to be doing some 1v1 gameplay with Chernadogs and Green Steel.
Yeah, we're in a wild new world, so I'm trying out some new cards in Green Steel that we haven't seen in play since set 4. We'll see where we go. All right.
All right, shall we?
Yeah, let's roll first. We've already shuffled and everything.
Yep.
That's an 8.
Oh, boxcars, almost boxcars.
You're closer to box cards than I am, so you go first.
I will be on the play.
All right.
3, 1, 2, 3, and 4.
And 7.
Right.
You go ahead and do your altar.
Okay. So with a hand like this, guys, I'm definitely gonna put back things that are duplicates and things like that. So we're gonna take these two and make sure I go a little through. I'm gonna put these two back because we don't really need those right now. Everything else is good, so yeah, we'll put 2 back, and then that'll be it for the mulligan.
All right. Okay. So with this hand, see it? You want this, and you want this. This is becoming one of these, so we keep those 3 for sure. Then we have the option to either keep this for a little bit or keep this for security. I'm gonna go a little risky, keep this, put 3 back. Paid off very well. And then shuffle really quickly.
Yeah, that's fine.
And
Get cuts done.
all right, you won the die roll. Lead us off.
All right, so because we don't have it in opening hand, we're gonna ink this first. So we're gonna ink the Clarabelle, and then we'll proceed to play Daisy with the 1 ink we have.
It's a strong opener. Let's see what we draw.
Typical start, for a lot of Daisy players.
Okay, that's good. We needed another one of those to sort of smooth this out. We will ink in Ursula, play a Diablo, and we now get to look at the hand.
So we have, and I'll move Daisy to the side for a second. We've got the Lady, Tramp, Go-Go, Little Lady, and Big Tramp. So lots of duplicates, as you can see.
I see in a very, very newly added movie.
Yes.
4 of the 5 cards. Okay, so we have an uninkable here. That's important. We have uninkable here. Okay, I'm good.
All right.
Go ahead.
Daisy can go back up to the front here. All right, we will draw for turn. That is a very good turn too. Honestly, because it's a late game, more of a late game thing. So we're gonna ink the go-go. It typically ends up being more late game anyway, and we're gonna play the new card we just drew, which is the Ursula. So we can also get a peek.
A morph, Pete, a Pete. These aren't the same. These are.
Yep.
A beast and a long king.
Okay, so obviously we only get the one target, and very interesting seeing the morphed and Pete, and because we know a shift is coming. We know a shift is coming. I mean, there's nothing you can do about getting around that.
I can't hide that.
No.
not that I want to. It's.
All right, and then I'll just oh, beast. Got your beast.
Yeah, we're getting there.
I will go ahead and just quest Daisy for 2.
Yeah.
And we'll dip Daisy trigger. Boom.
Double singer.
Double singer.
Now that we know that I haven't got any songs, that will go in the inkwell. Followed by, you might have guessed it.
Oh yes, good old morph.
What will morph turn into? It's anybody's guess. Pass the turn.
All right. I will ready that Daisy there. Ready the ink. We will draw. This go around, we are actually going to ink the new tramp we just got here. The new big tramp. All of them are in so.
Well, yeah,
the dual link.
The tramps are
yes, we will ink the new dual ink one. So we will go ahead and use 1 ink to play a lady. And I think we actually hold there. I think that's actually a pretty good one as far as playing anything else. So from that, we will go ahead and quest for the 3 here, being with Daisy. So we go to 5 lore, and then we have a Daisy trigger.
Will show me a Diablo, which I will happily put in my hand.
Oh yeah,
it's inkable.
Oh, and then I will pass it back to you.
All right, we will draw. This could be impactful. So we're going to ink a Diablo. Going to shift beast as we expect. And the card we just drew is we don't talk about Bruno. So we don't talk about Bruno. Daisy duck to your hand.
Sure.
And then one of those 4 cards at random will be discarded.
Would you like to pick or dice roll?
I think it's more fair to dice roll. So we'll just do 1, 2, 3, 4, and I can 5 and 6. I'll have to try again.
You can do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh yeah, nope, never mind. You're right.
Yeah.
Yep.
2. It'll be this one.
It'll be this one. It is a Claravan.
I mean, not the scariest if there's not a 0 to hero, but I don't have any guarantee of that. So pass the turn to you.
All right. So that is ready. This is already ready there. We will draw for turn. It's very interesting. So what we can do here is we're gonna ink the card we just drew, which is the Prince Philip with Ward. We will use 1 ink to play a Daisy again.
Okay.
We use.
Knew that was coming.
Yeah, and then we'll use 1 ink to play Little Tramp because we have a lady in play. When Tramp comes into play, first of all, you can play him for 1 less if you have a character named Lady in play, and then he has the ability. No time for, what is it, wisecracks?
Yeah.
Yes. So when played, when you play this character, chosen character of yours gets +1 might for each other character you have in play. So we have 3 other characters in play, so I can give something +3. I believe we're gonna do that to the Ursula here. Okay. So we'll give Ursula, will be a 4/3, and we will go ahead and put 4 damage into the beasts, and Ursula will go bye-bye.
Yeah.
And then I will go ahead and quest the lady for 2 because I do have a tramp in play.
Yes, you do.
And that puts that 7, and then I will be passing the turn back to you.
All right. Beast will ready. Beast will become 7 strength. I'll draw. I will ink Ursula. Give her off. I will play a Pete. And I will trade my beast for the lady.
Okay. All right.
And with that, it's back to you.
All right.
I'm a little sad that they named it No Time for Wisecracks instead of He's a Tramp because the song He's a Tramp does that.
Does that, yes.
And
Yep.
they did that very nicely with Lady Tremaine and do it again. I think they should do that more.
So we've drawn for turn. I will ink another copy of the 2-drop tramp. I think that is the smart call to do here, at least right now. So we'll pay the 5, and then we will play the new Duel Link lady. And when you play this character, you may return up to 2 character cards from your discard with 2 or less cost to your hand. So I will get back Little Lady and the Ursula back to hand. And then I will go ahead and quest for 3 with these 2 here. So we go up to 10.
Daisy will show me a hidden cove that I don't get to keep.
Yep. And then
I
I'll
like that one. Oh well.
pass it back to you.
No draw. It's a good card for a minute from now. I will ink this morph. A4 to shift Pete on himself.
Now, I have not had much experience with this
Okay.
Pete, so what
So-
does he do?
I'm going to challenge your Daisy Duck. And because of the order of things, he's exerted by the time he's challenging. As long as he is exerted, opposing characters can't exert to sing songs.
Okay.
Hasn't mattered yet. But also all pirate characters, including Pete himself, gain resist 1, which means when I challenge your Daisy Duck,
Yes,
I
you
will-
take that
I
damage,
will
yeah.
resist 1 and
Yeah.
take it.
Okay, cool.
And with that, I have 2 cards in my hand, and it is your turn.
All right. We will ready the tramp and the ink here, and we will draw. I think we'll go 1 drop lady again, and then we will go ahead and play that Ursula out so we can see what's in
It's a Pete and a Beast.
Beast. Okay. And then we will use that last 2, and we'll just play out the hand here. We'll play a Piglet on that last one there.
Yeah.
We will go ahead and just go ahead and quest the tramp and lady for 3, going to 13. And then I will be passing turn back to you.
All right. Let's see if I can find my way out of this one. That's not doing me favors. Let's see. So we're going to, so this card obviously doesn't help. This card isn't super helpful, but it is a body, so we're going to keep it. And then this card is the best card. We're going to definitely be playing that. Inking a Hypnotize. Not helpful after you've emptied your hand.
No hand, yep.
We'll play a Beast.
Okay.
That's probably how we have to draw now. Now, I'm going to challenge your lady. I will take 3 damage.
Okay.
And quest for 1 because I can't do anything else with it.
Okay. We are going to ready. We're going to draw for turn. And I believe that is the 7 lore here.
It is, yeah, I forgot to count the lady.
Yes, yep, because the lady will get 2, that's 3, 4, and then 3 from the piglet there. So yes, we go ahead and just quest your board out, and then that'll get you 7 to 20. Yep.
Almost.
Reset. Does it reset at the Oh yeah, okay.
And it puts a little 1.
Yeah,
All right, so in this second game, I will go first. And we'll see if I can't bring it back. Once again, Piglet Pooh Pirate Captain reminding us why he's so good.
Yep. It's funny because I almost didn't run the piglets. I almost chose to try something new without Piglet and just to see if it could, if I could function without it. But it's you can, of course you can, but you want the piglets in there because they do add that extra lore to it. So
I did notice that the big tramp, the 7-cost tramp, has you drawing and discarding.
yes.
Have you considered the synergy between like maybe running a Lilo or 2 to be able to discard with the tramp?
You know, I have actually thought about that, and in that place right now is where I have the piglets, and so that's where, and if losing on the little tramps, I tried to find the room for it, and there still might be room for it. I just haven't actually looked at what else I could take out.
It's entirely possible that you don't necessarily need the 1-drop ladies. Like, he's good, don't get me wrong, but like, it's one of those, you never know till you try.
Exactly, yep. No, it's something I've actually been thinking about. As much as I do like being able to recur other things from the graveyard off of that shift early, because typically people do have answers for your daisies and piglets and things early. It's nice to be able to do that on 3 without having to wait till 5, but I also understand the benefits that Lilo can bring to the deck.
The other concern for me was I'd still play what's in a lot of ways a 5 ink draw 2.
Oh yes, yeah.
And also, honestly, if they're removing a lot of stuff early, you're probably not going to get to keep the lady to shift. It's probably going to, like, if they're over here with a Cinderella and a Let the Storm Rage on and all that nonsense that always happens.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Go ahead and do yours, and then I'm going.
No, you go first. Yes. Yep.
All right. So
I'm going to interrupt this video really quick. I just want to remind you of our giveaway on our road to 1,000 subscribers. All you have to do is comment, like, and subscribe. Have your subscriptions public. We are going to give away a Illumineers Quest Deep Trouble. We are going to give away a D100 gift set that came out back when Rise of the Floodborn came out. Chance to get some awesome cards for you guys. We are going to give away an official Disney Lorcana hat that we got at the DLCs, and this Scar Enchanted Set Championship promo that I personally won myself. I cannot wait to get this to you guys. Please like and subscribe, and we'll get right back to this.
we have this. This is must keep, obviously. We're going to keep this to use with it and this to facilitate it. And then these 3 are, we'll keep 1 for insurance purposes, and we'll send back 2. These 2, oh, okay. I'm sorry.
Oh, okay. All right, so here is what we are working with here on my end. I think because we have this available to us and we actually have really good pieces, this is going to be something you want really more on the late game things. So we're going to take a lot of the late game pieces here, and then we're going to put those back. I think actually I'm going to include this in this as well too, because we have this hand already. So we're going to keep these 3, and then we're going to put these 4 back. So we're going to put 4 back, and then we will draw a new 4. Let's see what we got.
Yeah. Go ahead and show the
That's not too bad. Not too bad.
This is why I'm apologizing in advance.
Oh, well, I put cards in upside down, so I'll fix it later.
Oh, okay.
Yep.
Upside down, not face up.
No. Pull the Jeff. They just are facing the wrong way.
For those of you who don't know what pulling a Jeff is, I will demonstrate it with the cards I'm playing. Pulling a Jeff is when you have a card upside down in your deck, a card right side up in your deck.
Yes.
Now, I didn't get to take a peek at your hand when you showed the camera, so let's go ahead and let me see it.
All right, so we've got Rapunzel, Piglet, Cricky, Lady, another Piglet, Belle, and another Belle.
Okay, piglets. Yeesh. Okay.
Yep.
I like piglets. Okay. So it's on you.
All right, so we will draw for turn.
Yeah, you will.
Okay. So because we really don't have anything, we're gonna ink this Rapunzel first, and then we are going to actually play the Lady first. We'll get that out, and then I'll pass it back to you.
All right. That makes the hand a little less explosive, but we'll still manage it. Ink a sudden show. Very nice of Jeff to contribute the gem for his.
Heck yeah.
We'll play a more. We will discard Let the Storm Rage on and shift a Diablo.
Heck yeah.
And I'll quest for 1. As you can probably guess from this play pattern, the original plan was to discard the sudden show and sing Let the Storm Rage on.
Yes.
I didn't draw Inkable, so we're here. After I've quested for 1, it is your turn.
We're ready. We will both draw.
Yes, you will.
We will go ahead and ink the Cricky here. Kind of big
Good card.
and obnoxious right now. He doesn't do me too much. So we'll do Cricky, and then we were gonna go ahead and put Piglet into play and then leave it at that. And I will pass it back to you.
Right. Well, we drew this. We'll ink this Ursula, and we'll continue with the original game plan of shifting a beast. I'll quest for 1. And I'll quest for 2 more. Because if you have a tramp and you'd like to send both the piglet and the lady into beast to get rid of him, I am more than welcome.
Yeah, that's a welcome trade. Yep.
I'll pass the turn to you.
All right, we will ready. We will both draw.
Well,
Yeah, see,
that's helpful for these lines. Okay.
Yeah, that's fine. So we're gonna go ahead and ink Prince Philip Ward.
Very good card.
Recent, I won't say new, he's a recent one because he's a set 6 card. We will go ahead and play. Oh, interesting. That is right. So we are gonna go ahead and get Piglet into play.
Yes, you will.
And then I will pay 1
Comes that tramp.
for a tramp. Yeah, because we have a lady in play, so tramp only costs 1.
These synergies are nice.
I think I go for the extra questing here and let you have the card draw and force the challenge into me. So we'll go ahead and quest Piglet and Lady, and we will gain 5 lore from that.
Yes, you will.
And then I will pass the turn.
I drew this off beast trigger, and my normal draw for turn draws. Okay. I'm going to ink Ursula. I'm going to play Ursula, Deceiver of All, one that sings twice. I will challenge Lady with Diablo, taking 1. I will challenge Piglet with Beast, taking 1.
Okay.
And with that, I will pass the turn.
All right.
We shall.
We were gonna draw. Interesting. Okay, so we are going to ink the Go-Go. That's another really great late game option. Not too good early on, but can benefit you no matter what. We'll pay 1 ink for a Daisy, and then we will play 1 for a Clarabelle. And
not pay 2 to banish the item.
Well, we don't have an item to banish, so yeah, no, we're just gonna leave her there. I will go ahead and quest the Piglet for 3. Yeah, I'm just gonna quest Piglet for 3 on this one, and then I will pass the turn.
All right, let's see what we can do here. Beast becomes angry and is now 7 strength character. I will draw my card for turn. It is this one. I think this goes in well for me. We'll do that. We'll play a Prince John just as a body. We're not really out here discarding a ton of cards, unfortunately. I'd like to, but we don't have stuff available to. Beast will challenge Piglet.
Okay. Yeah.
We'll go to 4 damage marked. And then Ursula will sing Strength of a Raging Fire twice. Once here for 4. Then this, because it is sung, will go under, and the second copy played for free will target tramp.
Okay.
Diablo will then sing Let the Storm Rage on Clarabelle.
Sure.
And I'll draw a card. After that, I'll play a Diablo just to see what you're working with.
Oh, just to be clear about. Yep.
Okay.
So same one from opening hand.
Yeah. I'm not just out of it. Pass the turn to you. 1 in hand.
We will draw.
Okay.
Yeah, I think that's a smart call.
Terrible.
So we're gonna ink that Clarabelle we have in hand, because the new card we draw, we can actually play right away. So we'll pay 5, and we'll just play a Cricky out.
Yeah.
And then I will pass.
All right. We have sort of a good situation here. I will pay 3 to play a Diablo. I'll pay 2 to play a Mr. Smee. I will sing, and then along comes you start choosing Cricky. Then I will quest for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And with that, I have no cards in hand, no ink unexerted. It is your turn.
All right, we're ready. I'll draw. Not the best position, but it's okay. We're just gonna go ahead and play that Nala out and then pass it back to you.
All right, ready all my characters. Beast once again gets the +4 strength buff. He's still damaged. Can't change that. Draw for my turn. I'll play a Morph. I'll play a Diablo. These two drying. Plus for 2, 4, 6, 7, 8. I'll pass it.
Already here.
2.
And we are going to go ahead and pay the 5. We'll play Lady out by herself, and she allows you to get those 2 low-cost characters back. So we will go ahead and grab a Daisy, because it's usually just a smart call. And honestly, same thing with the Piglet here. You usually grab the things that are going to help advance you in lore. But we'll go ahead and ink that Piglet there, and then just cast the Daisy out, and then quest for the 1 and go to 9 with the Nala we had in play already, and then pass it back.
And I think I can gain 1 lore off this board.
Yes, I think you can too.
We'll go to game 3. So yeah, after these first 2 games, I think we can safely say we know what the power cards in each matchup are. Like
absolutely.
As good as Diablo and Beast are for the deck, allowing you to draw cards. The real card that matters here is the Ursula. Being able to take turn 1 song into 2 removed characters is the difference maker. Because, when you get to play as many characters as you do in a turn, going 1 for 1 just isn't going to cut it.
No, it benefits, honestly benefits me more in a long run because of the Chernabog on the back end. But if you can't get to that Chernabog in hand faster, then yeah, you're just being able to take 2 characters out is a big detriment to the deck. So
yeah, because the thing about the Chernabog obviously is that I do have those. We don't talk about Bruno for it. So like, if you have 1 big character, I am a little happier than the mini deck for that. But obviously, I think we can safely say that the real powerhouse card for you didn't see it in a position where you could use it that game, but Tramp.
Oh, yes.
Because it both fuels your Chernabog, lets you select a lot of cards in how you want to have your cards in your hand. I mean, there are obvious powerful cards like Rapunzel. Rapunzel feels good. And the downside of the Chernabog is that Prince John, but I'm not really mulliganing for Prince John in this matchup. You empty your hand so fast without my help.
Yes,
I'm not going to get a huge amount of advantage from it. All right. Would you like to play first in this tiebreaker?
Yes. Yep. We will go ahead and lose that. Oh, what am I doing here? Oh, we'll just hit you 1 and then get this. There we go.
All right. 4 and 7. What are we working with? Okay. What do you have for the altar?
I think this may be a keeper. It might be a full keep. I'm a little skeptical about one of the cards in my hand here. Everything else seems pretty good. But you know, I am definitely game to try. I've still been playing this deck, so yeah, I'm gonna full keep here.
So this hand, as we've seen in the first couple games, not really a lot of use for these. If you don't keep them, if you don't have anything else in that spot on your curve in this matchup, but we do, we have these 2, so we're keeping these 2 go back. These 2 are uninkable and don't help us in the first couple turns of the game. We want 4 options, so I think we'll keep these 3 and put 4 back. Throwing these 4 definitely makes me feel like I made the right decision. The 2 uninkables would have been nice here, but I don't think we can afford to keep them without knowing what's coming.
Yeah, this particular
yellow, green, and going full Ronnie over here, keep the whole hand. I see how it is. All right, you do lead us off. So.
All right. I think we go. Yeah, we're gonna ink a 2-drop Tramp here, and then we're just gonna turn 1 Daisy it out.
Not what I wanted to see, but here we are. All right, I'll draw for my first turn. Oh, That helps. That might actually be the difference between me being able to do something or not. We will in position. Ink Cricky, one of the new additions that guy played in set 4, but he's back for this. Play a Diablo and take a
What? Ursula, Big Tramp, Piglet, Lady, and Little Tramp.
Okay, many things happening. Because I saw that Ursula, I'm gonna go ahead and discard the Strength of a Raging Fire and shift my Diablo before you can
Yep.
take that strength. Pass the turn.
All right. We'll draw for turn.
Swear to God, if you draw a Kit Cloud Kicker.
That ironically isn't in this deck, but I did think about it.
All right, man.
Let's see here. Let's go ahead and go. No, that's a little bit more on the selective side. We'll start pretty normal here. Actually, we're gonna go ahead and ink this little Clarabelle here. And then we're also going to play the Piglet.
Yeah, you just saw me get rid of the songs, so Ursula probably sticks around. Okay.
And then we're going to go ahead and quest for 2. And then we have a Daisy trigger.
Daisy will show me a more if I like more.
Yeah. And then I will pass the turn back to you.
Ready. Didn't particularly want to see that. All right, Hypnotize goes in the ink. We will play a morph. I could have done that differently. Oh well. I will. West with Diablo.
Okay.
I'll pass the turn.
We're going to go ahead and ready here. We will both draw.
Yeah, I'll draw that. Okay.
I love the irony.
This card is definitely not where we're at for this game.
So we're going to ink this because I just inked the little one. We're going to ink the big Clarabelle. I swear it happens every time. I ink the little one, I draw into the shift one.
That said, I don't believe that the Clarabelle line is something you want to go for with an Exerted Diablo. Just giving me like 50 cards seems not advisable.
So we're gonna play Little Lady here.
Yes, you will.
And then we're gonna use the other 2 to play the Ursula.
And the card I drew that I didn't want to is the Sudden Chill, which you'll take. We have a Prince John, a Pete, Mr. Smee. And
yes, we will grab that Sudden Chill.
Sudden Chill was going in the inkwell, but now it can't. That makes my decisions a little tougher, but
So we're gonna go ahead and quest for 5 with Piglet and the Daisy here, going up to 7, and then we have a Daisy
Daisy
trigger.
will put a Diablo in my hand.
That's not what I want to see, but I will pass the turn back to you.
I didn't figure you did. Drew that. Actually, that makes the decision so interesting. I think I do it though. Mr. Smee in the ink. Well, we'll shift this beast. Beast will challenge Piglet.
Okay.
That's the weird little moment here. I think I'll challenge your Daisy.
Okay.
Not ideal, but it means that even if you do remove my beast, I can actually answer your Daisy with like a Storm Ranger.
That's true. Yeah, it's a little easier for you to get rid of the Daisy itself too.
Yeah. Then I will say go to you. I don't have any more inks, so.
All right, we will ready. We will draw. Well, that's interesting. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and ink the Tramp here.
That's not what I expected.
We're gonna go play another Daisy because that's what we drew into.
Yeah.
4 and 3. That doesn't make sense to do right now. So we're gonna hold this card. What we are gonna do is quest with the Daisy.
Daisy will show Ursula Deceiver of all. Very important card in this matchup, as we discussed earlier.
And then we will go ahead and just quest the Ursula as well too, going to 10, and then I will pass.
I will not draw from Beast. Beast has damage on him. We'll draw this. I will put Ursula Deceiver Vault into my inkwell. I will play an Ursula Deceiver Vault I will challenge the exerted Daisy Duck.
Mm-hmm.
And you remember how I talked about let the storm rage on? I will let the storm rage on later.
Sure.
Will draw me a card. It's not really where I wanted to be, but I guess beggars can't be choosers. Position. I have no 1-drops. I have inked for turn. It is on you.
All right. We will go ahead and ready. We will draw.
I'll draw 2.
Okay, I guess this is what you want to do today, Deck. We'll play another Daisy.
Okay, I am getting daisied to death.
Yeah, Daisy top deck. There we go. We're gonna go ahead and quest a Daisy here for 2, so we go to 12.
Bruno does not get to be kept, which I'm sure you're glad to see.
Yeah, a little bit. And then
It's because I had to sing it.
yeah,
13.
and we will go to 13 with the Ursula, and then I will pass it back to you.
Right. Ready. No Bruno's draw. And I'm gonna ink this Ursula, like we said. Not really card for this matchup.
Yeah, I don't want a lot of.
Play a Prince John. I'm gonna play a Morph. I'm gonna sing Let the Storm Rage On. Both times go to your ready, Daisy.
Sure.
And I'll draw from each of those 1, 2. Then Beast will challenge the other Daisy.
Mm-hmm.
I will quest. And that's all I've got.
Mm-hmm. We're gonna ready. We will draw.
I'll draw with you.
That actually works out a little bit better. So we're gonna ink the Tramp that we've been holding that hasn't been as beneficial to us because we didn't have any cards in hand. We will go ahead and cast out for 5. We're gonna cast the Shift Lady.
Oh,
We're going to get
no, two more daisies.
2 more daisies come back.
I got rid of them, dang it. Why are they back?
And then I will use my Ursula to trade into the Beast, yes.
Yeah,
So,
I figured that would be, like, he's stuck around way too long.
oh yeah, yep. And then I will pass.
Now, when I made that joke about the ladies, or the 2 daisies, I forgot that I had this card in my hand, which is actually really good here. I'll play Lucifer. When I play this character, each opponent chooses and discards either 2 cards or 1 action card.
Ah, well, I don't have 2 cards, I don't have an action, so yeah.
I will sing Let the Storm Rage On with Ursula on Lady twice. Put that to the bottom of the deck. Draw 1, draw 2. Quest for 2, 3. I'll pass the turn.
Draw for turn. Oh, well, cool. Here's another lady. We'll get this.
I'm only running 1 Lucifer.
Actually, this time we're gonna get an Ursula back, and we're gonna get this.
Okay.
So that way we can ink that Ursula and play that Daisy. And then I will pass.
Seems good. I can't argue with that. I will draw. Now that you don't have cards for me to double discard with that, we'll put that in the ink. Well, we will get 2 for a Mr. Smee. Then we'll pay 4 to shift Heat Space Pirate onto Morph. Lucifer will sing, and then along came Zeus choosing Lady. We'll quest for 2. John will quest for 2. Diablo and Ursula will together quest for 2, and I have used all of my actions.
All right, we're gonna go ahead and ready the ink here. Let's draw.
Yeah.
I will pay 2, and I will just play the Piglet out and pass.
Yep. Ready. Draw. Yeah, that Lucifer really, I think, got me there. I don't think if you had 2 daisies into the Piglet, I'm nearly in as comfortable a position with only the Zeus in hand. But I will quest to 14, 16, 18, 20.
Yep, yeah, good game.
Oh yeah, no, the deck has a lot of legs. you've played those colors a bit more than me at this point. I touched on the Prince Joan deck when you had forgotten me a little bit around set 4. Are there good ways to get evasive in those colors, or is it more you just have to play like a Sir Hit?
Yeah, as far as giving, no, we get access to, with green, we get access to ward more than anything. I mean, you have those locations you can play that also give ward. The location you can play that gives ward and evasive.
Yeah, Fang is cool.
Fang is great, but that's really the only way that I'm aware of at the moment of like actually being able to consistently give those keywords to other characters.
So yeah, you'd have to
play this character, exactly, which, you know, that's where I considered the Pegasus and a couple other cards I've taken into consideration.
Shift line.
Yes, yep, and I've been still considering them, and that might be the play just based on the current meta that's going on.
Also, I mean, Sir Hiss is a very nicely statted card. 3/1 evasive, quests for 1. I mean, yes, it dies to various steel cards, but with the exception of green steel, the overlap between steel decks and heavily evasive decks isn't that bad.
No, not at all.
No, the deck is solid. You thinking about taking that set champs?
Possibly. Like I said, it's one of the 3 I have in consideration right now. There's also a weird, I kind of like it, but it's a weird Blurple deck using a bunch of the Elsas and Annas that came out. It's a very, I'm going to wait for you to play a bunch of stuff, and then you're just not going to be, they're going to stay exerted, essentially. That's what it is. It's like, yeah, they're just going to stay exerted. So,
yeah. I've also seen a very fun Blurple deck. I don't know if you looked into using like Amethyst Chromacon and Popsicle to be able to early shift Bell.
Yes.
And then early play the new Inventor Bell, and then shift the Accomplished Mystic on top of her as a very powerful.
Yes, yeah. The other color combination I'm considering though is the actually going with the blue-green. Actually, I was thinking about using an Inventor's deck with them and kind of seeing how it plays out with the Baymaxes and the Hero Hamadas and things like that.
Oh yeah. I do like Baymax. Baymax makes a lot of cards better.
Oh yes, the universal shift one, or the yes.
I mean, obviously in a blue-red damage matters shell, the legendary Baymax is very cool too.
Yes. Yep.
Personally, I'm torn. I have a lot of reps on green steel. I'm sure at this point it's no surprise to anyone watching the channel. But I almost feel like I played around with some Gizmo Duck lists, because being able to challenge ready damaged characters, if you have like Tinkerbell to put some damage out there. This deck struggles very heavily with ward, and I've been seeing a lot more ward recently. Like, I don't know how I would ever deal with the Prince that he inked without challenging it. And so like maybe I go like
the good old. Yeah, no, I can see that. Yeah, this thing is coming handy. You're right, it's coming handy more than not, but the certain matchups you don't really need it, but this is the Philip we're talking about.
Oh, right, right, it's Prince Philip, not the Prince. That's a different card. There's so many Princes.
Yes, there are, yeah. Ironically, he has a really cool shift line in these colors too, and that involves damage.
Yes. I don't think I would play that Prince Philip in that list, because I would just have the morphs.
Yes, yeah.
There might be an interesting Prince Philip in steel. I think there's a bodyguard. Bodyguard resistant Prince Philip.
I think they did get that one. Yep.
But I'm also very torn because I like some of the red steel challenge I've seen with maybe like One Last Hope, the challenge ready characters. I think everybody who's writing off the challenge decks is forgetting that there are ways to challenge characters, and I definitely think there are challenge-based decks that should be explored. Also, red-yellow.
Yep.
No, there's some very interesting things. I've been looking at a red-yellow that has a lot of self-damage, self-heal, for like the you play like the Devil's Eye Diamond and Rapunzel, and very nice stuff there. Look forward to seeing some of these on the channel, maybe. We're still tuning all of them. I think there's probably some amount of some outro coming after this. Jeff hasn't really told me his plans. We're glad you came. See you in the next one.
As always.
Oh man, that was intense.
That was a good set of games. I was glad it went to game 3. Good showing from both decks, honestly.
I think it's kind of tough to be getting 2 draw engines online for green steel.
Yeah.
Very tough to beat that, especially when you're not running a lot of or any direct removal. Or
Right. Yeah. There were definitely quite a few turn 3 Beast Tragic heroes that were just a lot to deal with for sure. But yeah, no, I think Chernadogs held up pretty well.
Oh yeah.
I think there's some legs, like as Mark said in the video, there's legs to the deck. It's just figuring out what the numbers and what the little changes are from here on.
No, absolutely. I think too, obviously there's always variance in card draw, that
Right.
Ron saw so many daisies that one game, and then he was like, I'm gonna play 6 daisies, and Mark was like, no, meet Lucifer.
Yeah. I counter your 2 daisies from a lady with my Lucifer. Oh, that was a good moment.
But it was kind of cool that Ron kind of very quickly got to repeat the action and kind of learn from it. Okay, well, I'm gonna grab the 1 daisy and the inkable so I can throw it down.
Yeah, that was a good adjustment, and that's what we're about, right? We're about growing as players and learning from mistakes.
Yeah.
And I think that's part of why we do these videos, is so viewers can see these things and see improvements and see just how to get better at the game overall. So.
And that's why we kind of changed the format too, where we want to be more vocal while we're playing, where we are telling you guys what we think, what we're doing, so that way if you're trying to learn or even just kind of see what the thought process is, because everybody thinks about the game a little bit differently. But I hope you guys enjoyed it. Thanks for coming and hanging out with us once again. Remember, here at Additional Ink, we believe there's space at the table for everybody. There's plenty of ink to go around. And honestly, we'll see you when it's time for your next drop of Additional Ink. Stay tuned.